Hi everyone, I'm Laura Kraus. I'm a physiotherapist with the Primary Care Network's pain program. So today we're going to talk about trigger points, talk about a bit what they are, and today we're going to cover neck trigger points that can lead to headaches. Okay? So basically a trigger point is a tight spot or a tight band in a muscle that usually hurts when you push on it. It might hurt just where you're pushing, or it might send pain elsewhere. Okay? Why do we get them? It could be from poor posture, so sitting at your computer with a head forward, or not having armrests on your computer chair. It could be from stress, it could be from past injuries, or repetitive movements. So, like I said, we're going to talk about headaches and trigger points in the neck today. So we're going to start with the upper trapezius muscle, which is right along here. Okay, it's kind of that ropey one you can almost pinch between your fingers. And that's basically what we're going to do. So if you take your thumb and your fingers, and what you'll do is you'll track along the muscle until you find a nice pressure point that might be a little bit uncomfortable. When you do find it, you're going to apply some pressure between your thumb and fingers, give it a little squeeze, so it's going to feel a bit uncomfortable. And you're going to hold that for about 30 to 60 seconds, or until it starts to fade away, and then you might find a new spot. Okay? So this muscle can send pain along the side of your neck, behind your ear, or even behind the eye. So it's that type of headache that this one can cause. So using your hands is one way to do it. The other way is to use a fancy tool. So this one is called a back joy, easily found on Amazon for about $20 to $30. So if you find you do a lot of trigger point work, this is definitely worth the investment. So it has little knobs on the ends, handles to hang on to. So basically you just get the knob, find a good spot in that muscle, and just use your hands to apply some pressure. So the thing I like about tools is that it does save your fingers if you're doing a lot of this work. Same idea, hold it for about 30 or 60 seconds, or until it starts to fade. Now, next muscle we'll talk about is the suboccipital muscles, which are basically along the base of your skull here. Okay, so they form a bit of a band around the back of the head. So if you're up too high, you'll feel like you're on bone. If you move down your head, you'll feel a little more squishy. So that's the suboccipital muscles. These can give you that headache, the headband headache, okay? So around the forehead, around the back of the head, and even behind the eye again, okay? So using your fingers on one hand, you can reach around your head to the other side of your head, okay? You can also add some pressure with your other hand. Use the heel of your hand on top of your fingers just to put some more pressure on. This works really well if you're laying on your back, or if you have a reclined chair, you can kind of lean back into so you can relax into it, okay? You can either just apply the pressure with your fingers, or you can do a little bit of Reiki motion with your fingers, okay? Same idea, 30 to 60 seconds. Third muscle we'll talk about is the sternocleidomastoid, which can cause headaches and jaw pain, okay? So the muscle runs right from behind your ear down towards your breastbone and your collarbone. So if you turn your head to the side, you might feel it pop out. Feels like a rope. If you can't find it, put some pressure on your head and you'll see it there. So you can get trigger points down the whole length of this muscle. So if you want to start down by your breastbone or collarbone and work your way up. Now, one thing to watch for with this muscle is that in front of it, you'll feel a bit of a squishy spot, a little more tender there, okay? There will be a pulse there, you have an artery there. So just make sure that you're behind that on the actual muscle, okay? And you should feel it. So again, start right by the ear, work your way around. You should find some good points in this one. Now, this can give you pain at the top of the head, across the forehead, base of the skull there, over the eye, and around the ear and jaw area. So it's a nice one to release. The last muscle we'll cover is called the levator scapula. It runs down the back of your neck to that inner corner of your shoulder blade, okay? Usually there's a really good knot right by that corner that you can feel, but you might use your hands to come up a little bit higher along the neck. So to get that corner spot, one of these knobs has a bit of a hook on it, okay? So I find this one a really good tool to use. Basically, you put it around your back, find that shoulder blade bone, go along the inner corner of it, and apply some pressure. So you should feel a good spot with that. And in a minute here, I'll show you how to use a tennis ball to release this as well.